Okay, so tried something new here, but that is, it's come to my attention that when I render these videos, they turn out to be darker than the darkest dark, blacker than the blackest black, times infinity. So I'm throwing down a brightness contrast thing, and hopefully it won't make these super bright fire scenes just unbearably just a full screen, a full swath of just white. That's what I'm hoping. Now, it's been a couple days since I recorded this, so I have doubly no idea what's occurring. I just right now want to understand these birds. I should do a test to see if the seagulls do the same. I know they hover around your base, but I'm not sure if they freak out around fire like moths. I mean, I'm not really sure what that's meant to do. Other than perhaps lead cannibals to your base. Like, hey, just follow the finches. See, there's an example of accidentally lighting up two things at once. Yeah, I could have sworn that I could only carry 5 sticks and 5 rocks, but apparently 7 sticks. And, let's see, as you can see, nothing is regrowing. I mean, it starts off as a little stump, then it starts regrowing, and then it just stops. Picking up rocks. I hate that. I don't like... Apparently, if you pick up, like, that 6th rock, it'll just, But stop the slaughter things, and I want to make a note of how efficient, this axe is at killing things right now. Is it just blood from me? Jeez. I'd like to see a game that involves hunting, not a hunting game, a game that involves hunting, where you actually have to manually, like, skin and gut the animals, just to make it real. So it maybe it would discourage more squeamish players from going the full, Oregon Trail route. You know what I'm talking about. Kids. Well, maybe not kids. It's like, you know, if you really have to, cut up that 1,000 pounds of buffalo, and you can only carry 200 pounds back, and as you have like a little sledge that you're pulling with 200 pounds of meat on, you're looking back, it's like, there's 800 pounds of meat left. And look at that. Wow, that's excellent. I love that. Part of me doesn't want that to go away. I'm confused as to how it only takes 2 logs to build these. And here, you just add in a plant of some sort, and eventually it'll start growing. However, I've discovered a glitch, as you'll see, where it won't after a while. Well, it'll just spawn. It'll just spawn everything you've grown in there when you reload. And look at me bypassing the, am I trying to build something else, or am I looking for wherever... Oh yeah, this is me realizing that it destroyed my build plans. I haven't quite gotten used to that. Well, at that point. I'm really wondering if these trees will ever regrow. I'm thinking that the small ones that just give you sticks, not the ones you have to chop at, the ones that you can just swing an arm at and it'll break. These little tiny saplings. I think they regrow. You guys looking at me over there? And these rabbit cages, I assume there's going to be... Oh no, here it comes. Here's, Look, this is why I'm not a civil engineer, or whatever type of engineer is responsible for doing things like this. There are too many kinds of engineers. It's like, look at that. Perfect. Great. Excellent. Like, what am I... And now I decide, okay, no, maybe I can fix this. Maybe I can fix this. But unfortunately, that very convenient lock-in feature it just wants to put this onto the crappily. And now guys are yelling at me. It's like, excuse me, I'm engineering here. I don't need you yelling at me, giving up the advice, because you know it's what they're doing. Look, these guys can barely handle more than a lean-to. I mean, it's like a tent. It's like a half tent, half lean-to. Well, it's like a lean-to that's got two sides. I don't know if it counts as a lean-to at that point anymore. I'm not an expert on this. I should get out my giant survival guide. The one that it's basically the dimensions are the same. Excuse me, I'm talking. The dimensions are the same as a standard newspaper. Not like one of those little newspapers that are kind of folded up, just in one fold. I mean the full fold ones that you can never get back. Which probably, I mean, I think if newspapers were to just switch into, a magazine format, if you want to call it that, my bookmaking skills, my book binding skills are not good enough to understand all the different formats. Switch to that, like, I don't know, what, Parade magazine? Did they use that format? I don't know. Switch to that instead of this whole thing where you gotta unfold it and then unfold it again, and then you can... That's your problem. No one wants to deal with that. I want to know what they were thinking when they invented that idea of that folding method. It's like, because who can even... you always see that 1950s nuclear family tableau of the father smoking a cigar and reading his newspaper on, like, his easy chair, or whatever you want to call it, or at the breakfast table. I'm not sure if it was, what am I doing? I think I'm trying to get their attention, but not sure if it was proper etiquette to smoke your cigar at the family breakfast table. But you see this guy here in, like, a three-piece suit reading this, like, huge... He's got to extend his arms to his full length just to keep it open, and he's also trying to eat his food. Like, how are you supposed to do that? It's a classic image of the 1950s man at breakfast reading his newspaper, but there's no way this guy's going to be able to eat and read. It's hard enough to read a paperback book and eat and keep it. And if my voice is fading out a bit, it's because I'm leaning back and doing a pantomime of a guy holding his newspaper out. I don't... How did this get into a thing about newspapers? I'm gonna have to reverse that. Oh, this medicine that doesn't show up in my inventory. See, here's an example. The glitches are... Oh no, it does show up, but I think I just can't use it. Yep, just put that there. Don't steal my rabbit, you guys. Let's see, there's 4 of you. And, crap, it's hard to see if I can get this bigger. If I can embiggen this. Yeah, I can embiggen it a little, but it's all blurry. There's 4 guys and then some guys patrolling in the background. I want to eat that. I'm surprised that foot's still good. Now, just, God, I want that stump to go away. I mean, it grew into a full tree instantly, but it seems to be taking forever to grow back into a full tree. Of course, at that point, yeah, see, yeah, look at this. Look at all that. Look at all those Pac-Men. And Pac-Mans. That's wonderful. It's wonderful for now until it stops working. It's like I almost feel as if the glitches in this game are gaining sentience because they're slowly working against me. It's if they realize how much I'm exploiting the other glitches. So more and more things are not showing up in my inventory. All sorts of shenanigans are occurring. And yeah, here's a fun thing I've discovered. Not only can I not continue my wall because of that poor placement, Past Me is just confounded as to where that platform went, because it's pretty sure that it put it down somewhere. Where did it go? Where'd it go, Past Me? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ooh. Past Me, Past Me, Past Me. Yeah, you see it, Past Me, don't you? Past Me. Get back over there. Pick up that rock. Don't pick up that rock. Get that spider. Uh-huh. I'm not even gonna try a fake reaction to that. That was just what it was. Just imagine you see a spider kind of around and you know, it's the problem when you lay out all your shit. Spiders are gonna get all on it. And I'll take these even though I won't be able to. Well, you need coins, you need those, and you need what? What's the third ingredient? Crap. Now, yeah, there's the platform, there's the stairs. It's like, what the fuck is this? Even the natives would be offended by that terrible architecture. Nope, Past Me. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work till you reload it. And oh look, there's a guy. He's gonna bother me while I'm trying to build things. It's the worst. Yeah, the log cabin doesn't stick to there, but I'm sincerely considering building a log cabin somewhere. Maybe once. I hope they're gonna fix the numbers on this, because the log cabin, it says it's 30-something logs to make, but really, you put it down and it says it's 82. And same with like the, well, not entirely the same with, but with the regular lean-to hunter shelter, you put it down. Hey! Good job, guy. Good job. Could you roast that lizard while you're at it? Here, I'll help you, buddy. I'll help you. Oh, no. Hey. I wish they could set each other on fire. Like, if they approach one that's already on fire. Yeah, we got a patrol over there. Alright, just keep walking, buddies. Just keep walking. I wonder if there's a point where you can, because the natives, they're attracted to you building stuff. Like, if you have like a huge fortress, they'll freak out, and that's what they'll pay attention to, more so than if you just have a temporary leaf shelter hidden around. So if I build enough like cabins and huge walls and things around the island, will they just be hard up for like manpower so far as investigating all these guys goes? Because I've heard that some people say that, like, I killed a ton of cannibals and like for a couple days they didn't they didn't show up. So I'm thinking they've implemented some sort of limitation on how many of these guys can spawn. And see, I feel like because I'm holding a hand when I start building that, it just puts down all the hands necessary, or arms, if you will. But then when I go, I think, to get a leg, is that a... that's a hand. Oh, God, I love this so much. I think that you need the requisite... yeah, you need the requisite amount. You can't just hold it... oh, I got my arm back out. Hey, buddy! Are you gonna explode on me? Cause I don't like that. Well, I mean, that kind of explosion I enjoy, but it always heads. God, one day I will complete one of these. They're fully ineffective if they're not on fire. I mean, if a patrol comes past a non-flammable or inflammable effigy, will they just be like, whatever, whatever, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, I'm not bothered. You think I'm bothered? Apparently they're all from London. I don't... it's weird. Oh. Look at that. I just feel like they'd be bothered by, oh yeah. There's a thing where when you're killing so many cannibals that you end up with an excess of limbs where one effigy only needs heads. But you got all these extra arms, and it just seems like a waste not to use all those extra arms. What was that? How was that? Did I just knock something over? Did I physics something? Oh, it was probably you. I can't carry 2 arms. I have 2 arms, but I cannot carry 2 arms. It's a bit of a bother. Jeez, now I'm just trying to remember all the things that I was thinking about saying during my most recently recorded video. You know, on the 11th instead of the 9th, which this is recorded on the 9th. I'm dating the video. And I'm trying to prevent myself from just talking about it now, because otherwise I'm just going to run out of things to talk about. Oh, cold and wet here. Hey, friends! Did you come for the barbecue? The block party? Yeah. Are block parties still totally a thing? Because we ain't got block parties around here, but then it's a suburb, and so you think suburbs would be better for block parties. I mean, you got... Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, get out of here. Just because, you know, low traffic levels. But I'm talking like, you know, in that episode of Doctor Who with the TVs that ate people's faces, and I'm pretty sure that... Get out! I'm talking about Doctor Who! Don't you know when is the worst time to interrupt someone? And they have that big old block party where they bring out like tables and tablecloths and everything. Like that kind of block party. You just block out the entire street. In fact, that makes better sense than you know, it's a party that takes up the entire block. No, it is a party that will block all traffic because you've got tablecloths. Just eat that. I mean, they must think I'm a god. I mean, like, probably a deadly god that they don't want, but still. Just because, look how quickly I light these things up. It's amazing. I mean, they probably gotta, like, do a whole stick rubbing together minigame in order to light things up. They need to do like a friction thing where you got the string and you go I need to read that. Oh, that's how I started talking about goddamn newspapers. My giant survival guide that is somewhere in my house. It's printed on basically newsprint, and it is the size of a newspaper, but in book format. I should just go through that thing and highlight everything. Everything I would need to know. This has also, encouraged me to finally start reading this book that I've had ever since, back during my library, volunteer days, which was maybe in 2010? Maybe earlier. I would say 2008, maybe. Because that's when I was on my game. When I was getting A's in school and could do things. I got this book called Dinner with a Cannibal, The Complete History of Mankind's Oldest Taboo by Carol A. Travis Heinkoff. Oh, wow. It's written by a lady. I like that. I like a lady who knows things about cannibalism. I'm on chapter 1. I haven't even started it yet. But it's further than I've gotten. In the years since I've gotten it. So Why am I not cold and wet right now? Is it kind of daytime? I don't, it can be hard to tell when daytime is when it's overcast like this. It can be hard to tell when daytime is when you have no circadian rhythm and you wake up around like, 6 or 7 o'clock, you know, during a certain time period in a year. And it looks like 6 a.m. and it looks like 6 p.m. and you don't check the clock for whatever reason, because eat those blueberries. You don't check the clock because you gotta eat blueberries. And it takes you about a couple hours until like 9 o'clock to realize that, oh wait, it's getting darker out. It's not actually the morning hours. And 9 times out of 10, in fact I might say 10 times out of 10, it's always waking up in the evening to discover that it's the evening and then the night. Like, rarely is it you waking up in the morning to realize that, oh, it's the morning and not the evening. I got a whole day ahead of me. I mean, unless you slept past the evening and you lost a whole day. That's a fun experience. It's very conducive to getting an education and a job. Which is why I got plenty of time to do this. I'm not getting paid to do this. I am clearly not a professional YouTuber, as it is called. I just don't got a job, and I can't go to school. Cause, my genetics are factory seconds, and I just set myself on fire to prove that point. Good God. You'd think the rain would put out the fire. That's the name of my new country western song. It could be about a lot of things. Get in there. Yep. Sport Racers. Oh, no, I made it. I made the jump. Sometimes you can't make the jump over the shelter. Hey dude, come on, come back here. I see you like fire. I see you like fire. Would you like to see my fires? No. They just want to. Oh, I gotta wipe these up. I feel like as soon as I light something up, it starts raining. If it's not raining already. God. Past me, you know you can't cut down stumps. Logically you should be able to, but no. Let's go to sleep. I'm not cold and wet anymore, that's nice. Even though I should be, because it's raining. And it's dark. Lady, what do you want? Guys, look at me jump. Can you jump this high? Can you jump this high? I don't think so. I like how the jingle sometimes happens when they decide, like, whoa, not going there. I just got a jingle. Okay. Okay, you two. You crazy kids. Oh god, is there someone stuck underneath the plane again? There it is. Do I have that cooking fire underneath me going? Maybe that's... my stomach's making sounds. I hope it recorded that. Speaking of sounds, this episode is brought to you by Lemonade Wild Cherry Nerds. You know, the kind that you can't get places except Party City when they're having a pound of candy for 15-cent sale. curious thing about that, actually I think it was like 10 pieces for 15 cents or something, I don't know. Like, all the bins are at child level, and that's just asking for trouble. Now, some smart kids, the kids who know how to play the game, in which you win or you die, they realize if you're gonna eat candy out there, just eat it. Eat it quick, hide the wrapper. That's how you steal candy. Other kids haven't quite gotten it, where they'll take a piece of taffy and wax paper, and they'll just bite out half of it, and then like leaving their tooth prints in there. You know, it's like, hey lady. So that, and not only you could probably forensically analyze in those tooth prints, and compare them to dental records, even though it's a child and it's very difficult to do that, to figure out which kid took a bite out of this piece of taffy and then put it back in the bin like a little savage. Even these cannibals would be disgusted. And worse, I think that kid had been eating peanut butter prior and had not fully put it down its gullet. So there was like a big swath of what looked like peanut butter on the top bite mark. I don't know. It's disgusting. Savages. They are the true savages. Children. Children who steal candy and not properly. I mean, if you're gonna steal candy, do it right. She's constantly raiding on this island. God damn it. So I'm thinking that maybe these guys think I'm a witch. I mean, clearly I have magic fire powers, which you'd think they'd find desirable. Like, if they had me on their side, I'd just be like, hey, you need a fire? Well, clearly, you, madam, you don't need a fire. But it's like, hey, I got you a fire. Boom! But, according to an article I was reading, which, you know, I've forgotten all the names involved. Wait, let me just look that up. I hope I'm not missing out on any really amazing things occurring. I kind of doubt it. Oh yeah, killing lizards. What the? Oh, okay. Decided to take another chop of that lizard and chopped up the lady. I think I'm gonna try to pause for the first time, see if it doesn't destroy everything. Just, also eat some blueberries. Okay, so where am I? Yeah, so the Korowai people of Papua New Guinea have a belief in what is known as a kakua, which is a male witch that will eat humans from the inside. And, well, apparently they look exactly like humans, which brings some question into, I don't know, the judicial system seems a little iffy on this, in determining, you know, whether or not someone is a kakua. Yeah. I mean, it's not a difficult word. I should be able to figure that out. I feel like I'm about to explode in a second now. These corpses are a crapshoot, but basically the person who had been eaten from the inside out by the kakua will often on their deathbed tell a relative who it was that has been eating them. And so the relative, I'm not sure if it's the relative who has to then avenge their relative, or if they get the guy who's really good at hunting the kakua. And, well, either way, pretty much go after that guy. And I'm pretty sure it's always a guy, which is interesting because usually when you have like scary witches doing terrible things to regular people in assorted cultures, it's always like an old lady. But here's a dude. So, gender equality in cannibalism and murder. They go after that guy and kill him and eat him as a sort of revenge since, you know, hey, you allegedly ate my relative, so now we're gonna eat you. Not really sure, like, what other proof they have besides, like, the dying person told me. Like, if they have any, like, the good old, New England tried and true method of, throwing them in the water, and if they float, they're a witch in defiance of buoyancy. You know, because witches, they are only buoyant creatures in the world. It's been proven by science and math. I hear a guy shouting at me. So that was like the educational portion of this. Hey, I got an arm. Did I mention that I got an arm? Look, right in my house. Get out of here, arm. Get here. Hey. Oh, I gotta light all this shit up again. Why am I hitting the rocks? Why am I doing that? Why am I hitting things with a rock? Is the actual question. I think these guys' flashlights should have the same battery life as mine, which is to say, like 3 minutes. After a while, it just goes out, and they freak out about it. Bird, stop. The fact that I don't think. Yeah, these are like some kind of finch sparrow. I don't think they can fly and hover downwards like that. Okay, it looks like that guy's backing away from a bunny. That's what it looks like. You guys, hey, how about you put on that armor past me? No, don't grab the leg, put on the armor. I wonder if that scared them. Or if they just happened to back up. I don't, The AI in this, I get the feeling when it's done, it's going to be incredible. Because it's already pretty amazing. I mean, it's alpha 0.01b. And there's already, I mean, sure, you got that guy walking into that thing, but you see that in AAA shit. Guys just walking into things. And there's so much stuff going on with these guys where it's hard. What is that? That's a dead bird. So much stuff with these guys going on where it's hard to tell, like, are they glitching out? Or is this a complex, like, programming thing? God, how you guys go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And kinda, I hear screaming from the left. I'd love if there was an option where you can construct a compass. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just do that. It's not super science. That'd be nice, though. I'm pretty sure I am on the north side of the island. Because I'm pretty sure their villages, you always, the crash will always be in a different place, but I'm pretty sure that everything else on the island is consistent. So where all their villages are, where all the, like, passenger campsites and things. I haven't done much exploring of the east side of the island, which is something I'll have to get on. It just, all of a sudden, the second guy, it just, where'd that come from? Okay, I died. Great times. Great times. It's perfect time. Perfect time to cut off here. In the caves. Well, the great thing about being sent to... It's actually sometimes good to get sent to the caves. Because then you can get... Well, fuck. Because then you can get the flare gun.